Welcome everyone to the Your Little Castle Show. If you want to learn how to keep your house clean, you'll want to stay tuned to this show. You're watching the Your Little Castle Show. Welcome everyone to the Your Little Castle Show. You're surely the Cardinal Cowboy. We get to Scott and Cody are in the studio here with me today. And Scott, you and I kind of became acquainted through where exactly? Where should we trace it back to?
Well, I guess I've seen Cardinal games many years, and but I guess we actually formally met at French Quarter over Christmas.
Yeah, and we were talking and just started shooting it a little bit about business, and then you said, "Hey, man," I said, "Yeah, it'd be great. You've got a great little business here that we can highlight that does some good stuff." And now you've partnered up with somebody who's got a cool addition to providing what you use, right?
Correct, absolutely. So Cody, well, my company, we're involved in the cleaning industry as well as just home services in general, from cleaning carpets, gutters, windows, siding, pressure washing, even down to handyman service, and looking to expand beyond that. But early on, when I got the business operation going, a mutual, I guess a partner with Cody in his business and a former business associate of mine from my background in the car business, we got talking, and Matt was asking me, "Hey, what are you getting into?" And I explained to him, and he says, "Well, you need to talk to Cody and me about using our solution." And so Double O is Cody's business, and it's probably a revolutionary cleaning product that's going to really revolutionize how things can get cleaned and how easy they can get cleaned.
Okay, Cody, tell me more about it.
Yeah, so in a previous company, we realized that we needed a eco-friendly style cleaner, and we needed something that was going to essentially be safe on everything, no ifs, ands, or buts. So after about a year of complete work, we were able to figure something out that worked really well. We used it where we needed to, and then we slowly started to develop a few different styles of it. And by keeping the eco-friendly, it gets on your skin sort of situation, stuff that people can use and feel safe. And we came up with a certain style, and when we partnered with Scott, obviously Scott decided to use it on everything, and it's awesome. It's great.
Well, yeah, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the results that you've got here with some great happy customers and what you've got going on here. But tell me then, what is it that led you to this industry, Scott? You've been doing this for a long time now, but where did this all start, and why did you come here to St. Louis and do what you're doing?
Sure. So my family, we're from St. Louis. I have several brothers. My brother David started the carpet guy in Las Vegas about 35 years ago. My brother Daryl and we worked with David especially early on in his business, and David's he's phenomenal what he does, and so Daryl and we kind of tagged along and helped him build the business and build the clientele. And David still has a business, carpet guy, in Las Vegas still to this day. And so as I was getting out of my former career and looking into what I was wanting to kind of get into, my brothers and we got talking, and they were like, "Why don't you just open up a cleaning company, carpet cleaning and so forth?" And so I thought about it for about 5 minutes and said, "That's a great idea." So I kind of carry the carpet guy name here in St. Louis now, adding a little bit more into it than what my brother does out in Las Vegas, where we're going to focus on being a full service home service company. So once we step foot in someone's house, we know we're going to do a good job, we're going to provide a quality service, and what we want to do at that point in time is we want to be, one call does it all type of company. So that's why we're focused right now on carpet cleaning, tile and grout, upholstery, siding, pressure washing, windows, gutters, and as I stated earlier, even down to handyman service right now. And then we have some ideas down the road to add more cleaning services and more home services into it.
Well, yeah, as a business owner, you got to always be innovating and creating new strategies and improving. And it looks like for now 35 years in the family, you decided, hey, this is a good path. We can do something with this. With that though, shout out to our sponsors, Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things in your little castle, right? How many of us have our own little castle? We're trying to make it a beautiful little place, We want to keep it clean. So maybe you've had our guests here talk to you about cleaning your house, and with that, we're going to put up on our wall here our TV walls, TV 1 and TV wall 2. There we go. You got some great looking website here. We were scanning there, and lots of good information there for everybody to learn more about you guys. Well, obviously, this is something you've drawn an affinity to. What is it? Is there one thing that you would say, I jovially say, as a youth, as a kid, that you were like, this is what I want to do, or was it because of what your brother did? You kind of followed his footsteps, or what led you to?
As a kid, I didn't like cleaning at all. That's what Mom did, So my brothers will tell you that too. But seeing the success my brother David has had in Las Vegas, and in fact, I did it years ago. I've always been in the people business. I've been in the customer service, sales field my entire life. And so this is no different. This is just customer service. You provide a good service, you build clientele, you make friends out of it. And so I think that's kind of what's drawn me into this field, or back into it, I should say. It's just the fact that you can provide a good service, a quality product, and work with a quality product as well, and really make the best of just a small business. And
yeah, well, when you're kind of on the cutting edge here because you've partnered up with somebody who's cutting edge, right? Cody, tell me a little bit about why you enjoy working with Scott and how this product really is better than what you'll find out there.
Yeah.
In the world.
So Scott's awesome. Obviously, I met him through a shared friend, and Scott shares a lot of our same values and what he provides to the customer, and we love that. He represents us awesome. So speaking for the cleaner itself specifically, everything in it is natural formation on this planet. Nothing in it is going to be some weird grown thing somewhere. So we try.
Chemically induced, right?
Correct, yeah. Obviously there's chemicals in it, but it's all natural stuff that's been enhanced. Yeah, it's... it doesn't leave a residue. It gets rid of odor instead of masking it. It actually replaces it. So we actually get rid of the bacteria or the style virus at its own and just kind of scoops it away and gets rid of it, neutralizes it. It does a lot of things in your house. When I mean a lot of things, you can do everything. And that's really what Scott's doing, is he's utilizing it to his advantage. And that's the difference that he's going to change for anyone who uses them, for sure.
Yeah, I guess so often it sounds like another industry that I could get in trouble with, but they take care of the symptoms, but they don't treat the problem, right?
Right.
And we don't want to do that. We want to take care of what's
That's
causing
right.
the smell.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And Carter, if you don't mind, it's not just smell. I mean, let me tell you, this solution, I have gone into some homes with some carpet that really could have used care, years in advance, okay? And while you can't make something brand new, okay, that's been worn out through 3 years of just lack of care, okay, but this solution is absolutely it's amazing about what we're able to do with it, with my equipment and with my staff and the training they've had. But this solution really does enhance the carpet, enhance the look of the carpet, whether it be carpet, tile, flooring. We did a job just recently. Excuse me. We did a job just recently. There was soot was thrown out from the heater, and it was all over the house walls. Okay, I have pictures on our Facebook page that shows this. And using double O to clean these walls and get this whole entire house clean. I mean, I'm talking from walls, floors, bathrooms. Double O did an amazing job, and the customer was extremely happy. And I don't know if, are there other products that could have done a clean job? Yes, but I don't think anything could have done it as effective as what Double O does. And, my staff did a great job in this. So seeing the power of this solution is not just the smell and the odor, it's just what it does overall. Cody was just talking about the multi-user. You mentioned the multi-uses of this solution. I'm doing my laundry with it right now, and I think the shirt looks okay, yeah.
It looks nice and clean to me. Can it get some of those old stains from just lack of care over many years? I could use some of that a little bit. Well, very interesting. Tell me, you've introduced part of your team here with Cody. Tell me a little bit about your team and who else you've got that helps you to get the job done.
So I have Zach, Steven, and Ryan, and so they all bring a different, I guess, a different quality, a different skill set to the team. And so as I've trained these guys up, they understand the quality of what I'm trying to aim for, and not trying to, but I am aiming for. We want quality work, we want customer satisfaction, and so they bring that to the table. They're always willing to listen to me, listen to the consumer, listen to each other when there's advice, or hey, let's go try this, hey, that stain's a little stubborn, let's go do this, or let's try something a different way. And so they're very apt to put forth their best effort, and I couldn't be happier than to have these guys on the team.
Well, yeah, to have a core team that can make sure that the job gets done is critical. I mean, how often do we start something, we've got a great idea, and then we have somebody that doesn't have the same vision that we have, if you will, and then things go the wrong direction, to say the least.
Connor, I've managed people for the better part of 17, 18 years now in a different industry, and one thing I've always learned is we're in the people business. Whether that people is your consumer, your customer, or if they're the people that work for you or with you. I always prefer to look at it that my employees work with me. I work with them. I'm just happen to be the guy who's got to make the hard decisions sometimes. But at the end of the day, we're working together, and so I'm very blessed to have these guys on staff.
Yeah, well, like I said, building a great team, how often do we all wonder if we were going to end up having that team that was going to have all the elements that we were looking for to make sure that everything rocked out to get the job done, because how often is it there's just a conflict between opinions, and you've got to sort these things out, but you've got great background of managing people that'll help you to get these things done.
Yeah, and I have a couple of brothers that lean on too that are more than willing to share their advice, and I like to listen because they know more than I do. So I call them, just ask them.
Just ask your brothers. They will offer some feedback as necessary. Well, tell me then, ultimately, what fuels your passion for this? You've got a passion to make a successful business. You partnered up with some great people, with Cody, with a great product that you guys use to clean. What is it that helps you wake up every day that you want to do this for a living?
I've been blessed through the years to work for some great people, a great family company of their own right, and seeing just being a small business owner, I think that's the passion right there. Okay. And when I was 18 years old, I started my own business. Something might be near and dear to your heart. I had a baseball card store and things at 18 and a half years old. I opened up in Las Vegas after high school. And I sold different things. Baseball cards was a big part of it. And being a small business owner is kind of the passion. The ability to wake up, be your own boss, make your own decisions. But then on the other side of that is you build relationships with your clientele. And I've done that in my previous industry. I have so many contacts, there's so many people that I can pick up the phone and just call and pick their brain, or hey, let's go grab a drink, let's go grab lunch. And you build those relationships, whether it's with customers or with past employees and so forth. So I think the passion is just kind of, at this point, being a small business, and I'm a big community guy. I love being in the community. So whether I'm in West County, but I have community ties in St. Charles and other areas, and so I like to build community and kind of just be a part of that. And so I think at the end of the day, to answer your question in a nutshell, the passion is just provide a good service, be successful in my own right, do a good job for my customers, and at the end of the day, go home and feel good, feel I did something good that day. So.
Well said. That's what we like to hear, and that's why business owners get into business. Cody, you like this partnership? Does it make you feel great every day? You can see. Think about the positive perspective. You help people. Obviously, I'm preaching to the choir here.
Yeah.
But when you get to make somebody's house, they wake up and they go, "Oh my gosh, it's all clean. It was not such a clean place prior to that." You really get to make people feel good about their place.
I think one of the best feelings too is knowing, like, obviously, I'm also a big local guy. I play local softball. I meet a whole bunch of people, and we all share different, they have small businesses, so on and so forth. So we get involved with all these different things. And one of them is, I know Scott's going into all these homes, and he's literally changing them for the better, and they don't even know the extent of it. And I know that he's doing that. And what's awesome is as his business keeps growing and these people start to realize, oh, I'm not as sick, or I don't have this head cold that I used to have, or my vents aren't full of this junk anymore, or so on and so forth. It's cool to see it from afar too, and that's kind of what drives me also, is that I love the fact that people can actually say, I feel better from this product, for sure.
That's got to be super rewarding because, man, we all want to be healthy, and we don't know these days with the stuff that might be getting thrown into our food, into our whatever, what do we even something to brush our teeth with? I mean, you name it. And so we all look for something natural that does a great job, and it's an all natural product.
It is. I can proudly say that everything in this, we don't have microplastics, aluminum oxide, any of the things that you see now that is super harmful, that may be the dyes or any of that stuff. It is free from anything that would cause serious harm. I mean, it's great to know that.
That's dynamite. So that's what we're looking for: innovators creating neat things about our little plant to make things better. We're going to come back and share a little bit about the reviews. They got a lot of great reviews, a 5.0 it looks like here. And so stay tuned here for a little bit more of our community involvement here. We're always doing some fun stuff out in the community. Hey everybody, guess what? We get to have fun all the time at the Cardinal games. Before the game, we get to hang out with fun super fans. Say hello to my buddy Nino over here, Brett, Tanya, and Dixie. That's right. Everybody's in the video here. Family coming out to the game. Nino, what do you love about going to Cardinal games?
You love baseball?
Yeah. He loves baseball. Hey, all right. Scoring points with the Cardinal Cowboy.
Yeah, he plays Miracle League baseball.
Do you really?
And he likes to be on the Cardinals team at home.
Yeah.
Wow. Nino, how many times have you been on that team? How many times have you done that?
A lot.
That's a good answer. All right. Dad, what's it like coming to the Cardinal games with your son and your wife and all the fun you get to have down here?
Oh, it's the most fun. I mean, we've been coming since Old Bush. You know, now we've got New Bush Stadium. It's the best baseball town, and it's the most fun. You know, it's fun before the game. The games are always great, and we love it.
Well, I appreciate you guys taking time here. We're at Patios, everybody. This is where the most fun is. I get to wear the full outfit here. I got the pants, the socks, the arch, Nino, Brett, Tanya, and Dixie all here, and we're outside Patios having fun. Hey, say hi to Patios. Stop on by here before Cardinal game, and we'll see you guys soon. Nino, give me some knuckles. There we go. Go Cardinals. Giddy up.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey, we're looking for the small business owners and leaders in our community to be on our show. This is the Your Little Castle Show. We air 3 times a week, every week on ABC, and we would like to put somebody you know, or maybe it's you, who's a business owner to be on our show. You'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com. And if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form, takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show. And there is no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. Check that out. Go to bigleagues.com. There we have it, everybody. So, and we are back. Lots of fun stuff we get to partake in the community. Thank goodness I'm a techie nerd. While we're fixing all kinds of fun things that we make this thing advanced, right? We try to be techie to make it all work efficiently together. With that, let's jump into what we talked about as we were finishing up the first half of this first show. I'm going to go out to my slider camera, but actually I'll go out to the wide camera. There it is, because now we can see on the wall. There it is. We built the wall. This is a TV wall. This is a 9-foot wall. We call it the 9-foot. 5.0. Is this you, Scott?
It is.
That is you. 10.0. I'm sorry, 10 reviews. 5.0. You got some great traction here. You got some good response from people that are obviously enjoying the work that you do. I'm going to grab one of these. Prompt, excellent service, communicated well, met my pets, came out looking amazing, and had his team are great. How's it make you feel to get some kind of responses like you're seeing here with these?
Well, it's invaluable. You know, again, it goes back to wanting to provide a good product, a good service, and so when people recognize you through social media, through Google and things, and you get the public word out there, and you know, they're doing this on their own, and that's what means so much. You know, so obviously everyone likes praise, and we you know, but you know, it's nice when my staff goes into a house and they're doing a good job. And then I get to show them, hey, look at this review that came in, guys. You know, and it makes their day, it brightens my day for sure. So,
Cody, does it make you feel good to see that you got somebody who's getting such great response from in the community?
Absolutely, I love it. It's super cool to see that from afar. It's it's like someone talking good behind your back, and now you can actually see it. You know?
Well, it makes you feel good also they're using your products along the way. And obviously, that
yes.
you're having something to do with this too. Obviously. Well, cool stuff. Let's. I want to do a quick cost analysis here, and so I mean, we could divvy this up a number of ways, but there are a lot of cleaning companies out there, right? But is the cost generally about the same that other cleaning companies charge? But you're doing some kind of advanced formulas you're using here. Tell me how this is, and the risk that people have. If they don't keep their house clean? Then they get sick at home and have all these other issues.
Sure.
Give me a little bit of the background there.
So, you know, I'm going to focus on just in the home in general. Okay, so your home's your investment. It's your little castle, right?
Right.
And so when you have a home and your siding's it's dirty and not looking good, and your carpet's dirty, not maintained and so forth. Well, all that's going to cost you money down the road. It's going to cost more money to clean it at the point in time that you decide to do so. So, you know, if you fail to do it every 6 to 12 months on the carpet cleaning, and you wait 3 or 4 years, it's going to cost you a whole lot more, and you're just not going to get the results. Even with double O, if they wait 4 years to clean a carpet, you're not going to get the same results. So now what's going to happen? Okay, you might, as a homeowner, you might look to replace a carpet, or you might want to do away with carpet because you think a carpet's not the best answer. Carpet's great in a home, but it needs to be maintained. Siding, your windows, your gutters. Everyone in St. Louis knows how much rain we get, and so if you're not cleaning your gutters out on a regular basis, you should do that spring and fall. Well, what's going to happen is that's going to leave, you're going to start having drainage issues. That's going to damage your house, your siding, your foundation. So, all of those things, a lack of maintenance on anything, whether it be your car, yourself, your home, lack of maintenance leads to larger problems. And so routine cleaning, routine maintenance is going to maintain your home and keep your investment protected.
Well said there. It's such as true in life. And gosh, I'm just thinking about maybe I should do a little better to clean some of the places. The Cardinal Cowboys.
You know a guy.
By now, I know a guy that can help me to make sure this job gets done correctly. And that's just living. What do they say? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Is that?
Yeah.
So it's a good idea. I don't know where that came from.
I'm going to borrow that one, okay?
But that's obviously somebody came up with that, knows what they're talking about, and applied that. So, Well, tell me then, why should somebody choose you guys? What is it? I mean, obviously we've got a number of things that separate you from the rest. Give me the kind of the summary for what it is that really separates you.
Our services are going to be always price competitive. Okay, I may not be the cheapest guy in town, but I'm not going to be the most expensive guy in town. We're going to give a fair service for a fair price. Okay, that's because a lot of people look at price first. Okay, but beyond price, family-owned business, community-based business, and we're going to come in, we're going to listen to you, we're going to look at your needs, okay? I was just in the home on Monday, did an estimate for what's going to turn into be a very large job, and I gave them about 12 recommendations above and beyond what they initially called me out for. They asked me for more recommendations, I provided that. We narrowed it down to about 5 or 6 things we're going to do right now, and then I'm going to be going back out over the course of the spring and summer and kind of do some additional work for them. So we're going to walk into your home, no high pressure sales, no change in the price, no bait and switch. We're going to walk into your home and we're going to do the job for exactly what we advertise or what we discussed on the phone or via email or text, okay? But we will make recommendations because we do want to protect your home, okay? So we're going to make those recommendations, but again, no high pressure tactics. Folks can say, let's do this now, I'm going to do this later, and that's perfectly fine, But this is how we're going to always approach business: is offer a fair service for a fair price in a professional manner.
Well said, Cody. You got to be exactly what you're looking for in a partner to use your materials. Your
Absolutely,
supplies
and
to do this.
when he goes in there too, it's great because he's got the confidence. Everyone has the confidence that, hey, well, I'm going to come in here and this is going to be as clean and cleaner than what I even told the customer. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously he's providing a great service, and he does provide a great price.
There you have it, everybody. Great service, great price, and something that everybody needs. Because if you're not keeping your place clean, you're actually just. I'll never forget. I was like, we're going to jump in here, but one of my bosses at another job, I won't say where, I got in his truck and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I was just like, this guy just gave an impression on me. What does his world look like? What does life look like? Disorganized. And that's never the way you want to be, especially at your house. Any particular certifications or any kind of qualifications, licenses, things you need that help you to run your business, or things that kind of separate you?
There are, we're licensed and insured.
But as far as getting things clean, you've certified the fact that you've gotten things very clean.
Yes.
And that's the results speak for themselves.
We have, again, 35 years my brother's been doing this. I worked with him for well over 10 years. Even prior to starting the company, our branch out here in St. Louis, I flew back and spent a week with him, took some double O out with me to Las Vegas, and introduced that to my brother's company. And so I worked with him to kind of it's like riding a horse, but you still need to get back in the saddle before you just start trotting. So I got back in the saddle with my brother and kind of got that refresher and things. And so I think 35 years of service is certification enough.
Yeah, as I say, you obviously have got the skills in the background and history to make sure the people have got the great results. And having a partner like you have with Cody, such a great supplier of the materials you need to clean everything, makes this thing a lot better for everybody too. You're watching the Your Little Castle show, where we're highlighting the leaders in our community that are making an impact